Right here, I have a spreadsheet with 10 support tickets that have come over in the last few days. Some are duplicates worded differently, some aren't even bugs, one's a typo, and one's a broken link. Today, Claude Cowork is going to read through this raw export, figure out what tickets are actually duplicates of each other, check them against what's already logged, in our test case management system. Today we're using QATouch, and create defects for all the new ones. This is the second video in the series on Claude Cowork connected to QATouch through MCP. Last time, Cowork turned a feature spec into a full test case library. Today it's turning a messy ticket export into a real defect backlog. This is a good task for Cowork specifically because it's not one decision, it's 10 small ones, and Cowork can go through the whole list without me approving every single row. On my system, you can see that I have a bug export CSV file. This is what this bug file contains. There are 10 bug tickets. Each has a ticket ID, reported by date, summary details, and browser device. I have my Claude desktop app connected to the QATouch MCP. You are going to need a QATouch account in order to enable the MCP. You can find the link in the description, and I already have some projects set up here. Inside of Cowork, make sure that we're connected to the correct folder. You can see it's this Cowork folder right here. I'm going to put the file name in here so Cowork knows what it's working with, and I'm going to prompt Claude this. Before touching this file, put the valid severities, issue types, environments, and statuses from QATouch for this project so that you know what values are actually allowed. Go ahead and send this. But basically what I'm doing here is I wanted to make sure that it's actually working with real categories that exist in QATouch and not just guessing on what they should be called. After about a minute of thinking, it says QATouch valid values pulled. Severities, issue types, statuses, and environments. And it also noticed this. One thing worth flagging, the bug report export is raw support tickets. It has no severity, issue type, status columns yet. Before I touch it, what do you want done? My options are add mapped columns, create QATouch defects, or just validate. I'm just going to choose skip for right now because I just wanted it to get the information from QATouch so that it's ready to work. And even though I told it to skip, Claude went ahead and made a new file. You can see that there are two CSV files in here. This new one is called bug exports export-classified. And inside of Claude, you can see that we have a lot more information here now. So we have our ticket ID reported by date, summary, details, browser device, but now we also have severity, issue type, status, and notes. And notice in the notes column, you can already see that it's already doing some analysis. There are some items here that are marked as likely dupe. I'll just minimize that for right now. Let's take this a step further. I'm going to prompt, now read through the CSV, group any rows that are describing the same underlying bug, even if worded differently. Then for each distinct bug, search the existing QATouch defects to see if it's already been logged. Give me the full breakdown before creating anything. I'll go ahead and send this. Okay, now after a minute or so, you can see that it's come back with the analysis of each of the bugs. Bug 1 through 7 is listed here. Remember that we had 10 bugs to start with, so that means there are 7 distinct bugs. And if you remember, we have our CSV that showed that we had 3 bugs that were labeled as duplicates. So 1, 2, and 3 there. So Claude was able to identify all the duplicates and only return back the new bugs. It's also identified that none of these bugs exist inside of QATouch already, and it's asking if you want to go ahead and create the 7 defects. I'm going to put in this prompt, go ahead and create the defects for all 7 distinct issues. Use critical for the checkout crash and overcharge. Those block or harm a purchase, high for save card and default card bugs, low for the typo and the broken link, and tag environment and issue type based on what's in the original ticket. Go ahead and send. You can see that I not only asked it to create the 7 issues inside of QATouch, but I also gave it some guidance on the severities that I want for the issues. Okay, Claude says it's done creating the 7 defects. Let's go ahead and look at QATouch. Let's go to our e-commerce platform, go to issues, and today when I'm recording, it's July 13th. So let's look at the issues. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here, each with a different priority. So there's high and there's low there, and all the information for the bug is listed here. Now let's get a summary of all the bugs in the repo. I'm going to say, give me the current total defect count for this project and a breakdown by priority. Claude came back. It says 11 total defects in e-commerce platform. There are 8 high, 1 medium, 2 low. We can go compare with QATouch. You can see there are 10 here plus 1, so there is 11. And the counts of priorities look correct. So that's super awesome because without even going to QATouch manually, you can get a full count of all the defects that have been reported in this project. And that's bug triage on autopilot. We took 10 bug reports and turned them into 7 real properly logged defects, pushed them up into our test case repository, and we did it all from Claude. We didn't once do anything inside the test case repository other than confirming that the information was there. In the next video, we're going to use Cowork to pull live test run results out of QATouch and turn them into actual status report. If you don't have QATouch already, remember the link is in the description to sign up for free. And if this saved you some time from rereading the same ticket 3 times, hit that subscribe and like button.